What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the channel. As you know, I'm your host, the Homo Savage, and today I bring to you the recap. Now, before we get into all the times and the scores and whatnot, first, I want to give a thanks and shout out to my girlfriend again, Melissa, for helping me manage everything when it comes to the whole league. And secondly, a shout out to you guys. I really appreciate seeing all the score or the times jump and change in the leaderboards throughout the week at some of the locations where there's more people riding. It's really exciting to see that, there is this Stoke here in New Jersey, and it's just up to us to keep it going to raise it. So keep with it, y'all. It's been fun. Now, it's time for me to kind of reach out to you guys and say it's time for us to, try to get some money together for the prize pool. Reached out to reaching out to sponsors, still waiting to hear back. I had heard back from one, or at least in conversation, but nothing officially sent to me yet. So I'm the kind of person that likes to take initiative. So we are taking pre-orders. We are going to be doing Humbly Savage shirts. I'll put a better image of this one up here. This one, on this pre-order, you're going to be able to do gray and you're going to be able to do black. So Venmo, Zelle, PayPal, any of those options, they're going to be. And I'm choosing to ship them all just because logistically it makes everything easier for me than trying to meet up with people and get it to you. And I want to get them to you so you can wear them. And secondly, we're going to be having pre-orders for the S.A.R.L shirt. These will only be in gray. So hit me up. Let me know. Again, none of this is going to me. It's all going back to you guys. So that way I can, I've got some ideas together for, some gifts or some prizes for the prize pool at the end of the first season. So again, hit me up. Let me know. Get in on the pre-order. And without further ado, let's get into the scoring. So as we know, the season started on June 6th. And this first quarter ran up until June 18th. So I got my little list over here that I'm going to use as a reference, just so I don't jack it up. So the first location will pop up here, and I'm not going to spit all the times to you. You guys can read them. They'll be right here. First location is S.A.R.L. I only had 2 people pop out here. Laid a couple times down and collected some points. As we can see, there's going to be names on these lists. These are all the names of people who have so far participated and ran a route somewhere in the S.A.R.L Race League. So you'll see the names. They may not have any times. That just means they didn't do anything there. But the times and points will be under the people's names who did run. So yeah, this is S.A.R.L. Next, we would go on to Black Run Preserve. So we have the White REI Trail. And we only had 2 people pop out there during this time frame. Now, I will say there have been more people to pop out there since this. So it's going to be exciting to see what the second quarter has to offer. We have the racetrack. Again, same 2 names. You guys, keep it up. It's cool to watch you guys shave time off, too. As I'm recording the times through the week, I see when you guys shave time off of your times. So it's really cool to watch. The yellow REI Trail. Keep it up. Good work. Now, I will add, there's a lot of points to be gathered on the board still. I mean, you don't have anybody popping 3rd place collecting those 2, and then you don't have, the top 10 leaderboard, collecting 1. Now, you'll see in the end. All points matter. So now these next couple courses, completely open. We got Badstow. Now I will let you guys know, there's been a forest fire out there, and I don't know what the trail condition is when it comes to markers. Oh, and we'll backtrack because that's also the same situation when it comes to the yellow REI Trail. Apparently, the fire down there burned up a lot of the markers, so it can be difficult to see the trail if you don't know the trail. I'm going to try to get down there and do another recon video to see if I can figure it out myself and get a good video for you guys so you know the route now that everything's all burnt down. Excuse me. But yeah, just a little news about that. Badstow, same thing. I'm going to try to get down there, see if I can get a video of that in its current state and condition. so that way I can show you guys what it looks like. But right now, Batstow is completely open. As for Veterans Park, now that's a mess up on my end because that's my local spot, but running around and doing everything, I just slipped up, didn't get over there. So plenty of open points to be had out there. Menino, we had one homie John out there ripping it up. And yeah, we just had one person pop out there. Still plenty of points open. And Mercer got pretty busy. People popped out to Mercer, laid some times down. And from what I hear, you know, the app messed up for a couple people and it didn't work on a hot run. It sucks when that happens. I apologize, guys. Like, I hate it when it happens for me. The biggest tip that I can give you when it comes to going out and doing your runs, I would say before you start the segment, I would give yourself at least like 100 to 200 yard lead. So it's like you start your recording and then the start of the segment or entrance is 100 to 200 yards ahead of you. And then when you go through the finish line of the segment, I would do the same thing. Go through it and push through about 100 to 200 yards past, end that ride. And then if it's a place like Mercer where there's multiple, start it and then record the next segment and do the same thing. Mercer's pretty set up where when you end one, you end the ride at those endpoints and then you just start your recording there and then it leads you right into the next segment. But for places like Menino or S.A.R.L, just make sure you're back out at the parking lot. Start your recordings at the parking lot and ride in through the start zone. So that's the biggest tip that I could give. Yeah, down routes and ladders. Again, this was jumping up and down and changing throughout the week. It was cool to watch you guys rip and run there. And then we have the lasso loop. Same thing, just a few areas for some open points. As you can see, Mercer got a little more full, so things didn't get left as open. So those are all the locations and the times and points that were accumulated for each. And here we have the total. Now, on this list, you'll notice towards the bottom, there's a couple names that are included that don't have any points during this quarter. And that's because those are actually new people who actually laid down their first segments in the start of the second quarter. So this is just the total list. I didn't feel like separating it. I figured just leave it on there. And if this does happen from quarter to quarter, it just shows you guys how the league is growing. So, yeah, this is it. This is your total tally. As you can see, first place we have John and Aaron, Cordell, yours truly, Mike, Mark, Steve, and then we got Jeremy and Brandon, who just recently started laying down some times in this quarter. My apologies for getting this video out late. As we know, life is busy. You know, we got things going on, so I'm getting it out to you now. But yeah, keep up the good work, the hard riding. I appreciate y'all. Stay healthy out there. Again, you guys are doing this at your own risk, so please do not go crazy and kill yourself and run into trees and, you know, fall down and hurt yourself too bad. But yeah, until next time, this is the recap. Let's keep sticking with these segments and, you know, keep S.A.R.L popping. Peace out, y'all.